What happened to Trey? Oh shit!
You really left?
Ready.
Oh wait, we're live. You didn't even tell us. Oh, that's funny.
Hey everybody.
So wait, just no. Oh wait, there they go. Now
So we are here now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey, do your introduction.
We was in this thing, bro.
Yeah, I was. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in that technicolor rainbow between, it's your boy Trey Proper.
It's your boy Big Herb.
And it's your always on time, your boy Mr. Petty.
That was a shot at me, and that's okay because I literally got dressed in 2 minutes, but I'm here. Hello, everybody.
And it's me, your mom's favorite workout tool, Rick Stroh.
Okay.
Going out with a bang, yo.
Welcome to Blerds and Whiskey Live. We got a great show lined up for you despite a couple of minor technical difficulties at the very top of the show. Totally out of whack.
See effect.
Exactly. We are excited. I'm excited for this week. I'm giddy. I'm ready to go. I want to take off work. There's nothing wrong with giddy. What's wrong with giddy?
Hey, man, you tickle pink. What can I say, man?
Tickle motherfucking pink. I don't care. Don't make me put on a pink shirt. I'll do that shit. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready to go. Thank you guys for joining us. As you come in, make sure you like the video, share the video, and tell your friends about us if they want to drink with us on the Sunday morning, be heathens like the rest of us. Anyway, gentlemen, ladies, let's go ahead and get started with the show. What are you guys drinking this week? I guess I should go first. That's usually the case. I'm in honor and kind of in spite of somebody, I'm drinking Terramana. There you go.
About family, huh?
Oh, it's about drive. It's my power. It's about drive. Yeah. Go ahead, Herb.
Shut up, Leo. Shut up, Leo.
I'm having a shit. What the hell am I drinking? I'm drinking something. I'm.
It's something on the rocks, probably.
Yeah, it's on the rocks.
Yeah. Unfortunately, because Thursday was also delayed this weekend, so Herb didn't know what to drink, so we didn't give him something to copy. But I made my attempt at what we were supposed to drink, which was a zombie. So here we go. Not bad.
Oh yeah, I guess it's my turn. I keep forgetting. I'm a little off balance. I said F all of y'all and grabbed the first thing that I could think of because again I had 2 minutes. And I love to keep me some sparkling champagne on go. So that's what I got.
What group chat? Where
No,
are we?
We got you, Teppy.
I have no idea what's going on right now.
No, don't worry about it. I made a zombie out of spritzers.
You made a low-calorie zombie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it.
I did.
He's trying to spit.
All right, no story. Okay, all right, cool. And Taffy, are you partaking anything, any tasty beverages?
I worked out this morning. I have a wine cooler on the way, but I was drinking green tea and apple cranberry juice because I'm trying to be healthy.
Boo.
Listen, we're putting on a con this weekend. I have lots of ripping and running. I'm gonna need those antioxidants.
You gotta let them get wherever throw at them at the con.
Listen, at this point, I'm telling niggas off rip. All I got for y'all is fupa and attitude. So, however, I need to have energy to power this fupa. So that is why here, I have my wine cooler there. I am
Okay.
I already said we already getting the attitude. Okay.
I need you to put.
I was gonna say hashtag HNIC effect, but go ahead.
We'll say hashtag I need fupa and attitude.
Fupa and attitude needs to go on the t-shirt.
Yes.
That needs to go on a fanny pack.
Maybe that needs to be a hybrid HNIC and Blerds and Whiskey t-shirt, because that's a good shirt right there. That's all I'm gonna say.
For me. All right, so we'll work that in. So Weekend Herb, if you will, hit us up with the church announcements.
So let's start off with this. Midnight Suns game trailer. Did you guys see that shit? Because when I saw the epic trailer that was put together, I was like, yeah, they can have my money right the fuck now. I need to pre-order this shit. And yeah.
It's not what you think it is. It's not what you think it is. It's essentially, this is a big ass turn-based mobile game for your console. So it's not what you think it is. But
Yeah,
I mean,
what do I say? Did you watch the trailer?
hey, if you like it, I love it, bud. But that don't look like something.
He's like, yo, take my money, bro. It's a mobile game. They're always gonna take your money. Like,
A mobile game. I personally don't think there's anything wrong with a mobile game. So it's okay, Herb. I got your back.
I was personally disappointed to find out that it wasn't like the Ultimate Alliances of old, where you actually control your individual characters and have even if it's not what's the other opposite, but platform-based action adventure game. I was excited because I thought it was going to be that, and we could use these characters and we control them. Not I press a button and they do a series of combinations. I hate it.
Who was that advertiser? Shadow Raiders or Shadow Legends or something like that? Yeah, so it's like
Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, that one, but it's like that, but only with like Midnight Suns. So only people that I mean, I know for a fact that Rita's been like dying for this. I mean, she went to see Morbius because she thought she was gonna get some Midnight Suns.
I actually did not. Don't put that demon on me.
Did you wait, because nobody I know has actually seen Morbius to tell me how bad it really is.
That's why we didn't go.
Didn't someone here see it though?
People that were traumatized.
I did.
Yeah.
Wait, why did you? Wait. I thought we had all stuck together and said we wasn't.
Because he thought they were really gonna say it's Morbin time.
No.
He was a Jared Leto fan the whole time.
Yeah, it was.
Hunka.
Herb, you love 30 Seconds to Mars?
So first of all, I love 30 Seconds to Mars. So don't do that.
So Teffy, you gonna join Jared Leto's cult out in California?
I mean, I love 30 Seconds to Mars in 2005.
First of all, I'm black and we don't do certain like white folk shit. So we leaving the cult things behind, but the kill to this day will still get a like genuine headbang out of me. Get out of here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on. The Black Adam trailer dropped earlier this week.
It looks like fine. It's gonna be fun.
All I'm gonna say is DC being DC. That's all.
So first of all, it's got The Rock in it, so it's gonna have a moderate amount of entertainment value. If not,
No, it's not.
Y'all don't like The Rock?
No. She's the diehard Rock fan.
I absolutely adore him. I love him. I want to bathe in his sweat.
Okay, on the same page now.
I do not want to watch. I am not moved by his acting skills.
You no longer smell what The Rock is cooking?
I just want to use him as a workout tool. There you go. That's all I got.
So
all I got.
I'm just going to skip over myself because there's somebody here who has a lot to say and he is literally about to explode. So I'm just going to pass the ball over that side. Go ahead.
He doesn't know who the fucking character is. I hate this movie. I hate the way it looks. It looks stupid. He's a dumbass. God damn it. People keep talking about how good this shit looks. It looks terrible. Fuck. Pierce Brosnan looks like a stupid ass Dr. Fate. You're not supposed to take the goddamn helmet off. No, and then you know what? Also, this stupid ass trailer leads me into another terrible ass fucking person that DC keeps investing in. The Flash movie, it was never fucking happening. Ezra Miller, you are a horrible, horrible person, and somebody should take you in the desert and bury you in a deep ass hole. Fuck DC and everything they fucking make.
I mean, I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Because the Harley Quinn show is actually really, really good. So
Wait, the Harley Quinn what?
The Harley Quinn movie was fun. Birds of Prey.
Shut up, nigga. She was obsessed over a breakfast sandwich.
No, it was
She did
not.
everything over a
No, it
breakfast
was
sandwich.
not.
The cartoon. Not
Okay.
the movie.
Cartoon was
The cartoon.
good. Yeah.
So again, you're pulling up a franchise that's the conversation is the movies. You're bringing up the cartoon. The cartoon was never in question. None of the
He
cartoons.
said DC as a whole. I said the cartoon is the only thing that I like about it at this point right now.
That's
No,
fair.
Y'all
Thank you.
haven't liked any of the DC movies?
No.
No.
I liked Snyder's cut.
Snyder
Okay.
Cut was good.
We did kind of like Snyder's Cut.
I like
Okay.
Suicide Squad with the second Suicide Squad.
Stop. The second Suicide Squad was not. It was all right. It wasn't
The-
bad.
Better than the first
The
one.
best thing to come out of DC so far has been Peacemaker.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I'll give you that.
And
We will agree.
the first Wonder Woman movie wasn't terrible
Yeah.
either.
It was.
It had-
And Water Panther was pretty good too.
No.
Shazam was fun. If nothing else,
Shazam was fun too.
Shazam was fun.
But DC as
I
a
didn't
whole,
watch Shazam. I just didn't watch Shazam because there was no good track record, so I couldn't say.
If you, it's up on HBO Max. If you got like an hour and a half, 2 hours to kill,
not for a DC movie. No.
I was
So
gonna
I'm
say,
gonna go ahead-
it's
I'm gonna
not
go
a
ahead
bad
and-
way to spend 2 hours. It's not.
I'm gonna go ahead
It's
and
pretty
piggyback.
fun.
I'm gonna piggyback off of what Rick was referring to, because the thing about the Black Adam trailer is that like they're trying to make him into like an anti-hero. And if you know anything about Black Adam, he is anything but. I mean, that's like trying to turn
What they're doing with Venom, basically.
well, Venom was a quote unquote anti-hero because he was the 90s was always about like the good guys with the bad
The vicious
guy
protect.
edge.
What is it? Vicious
At least-
protector.
Lethal protector.
Lethal protector. Yeah.
At least he's protecting
No,
homeless
like a
people.
legit villain they try to make into a hero or an anti-hero is kind of like a weird take, especially of all people, Black Adam, who is just known for like literally the definition of absolute power corrupts absolute. So
He literally only operates in his own self-interests. And The Rock keeps on talking about they wanted a hero and they got me. Shut up, bitch. Stop it. You're just playing.
Yeah, he's not a hero. He's like an anti-hero.
Yeah.
Like that's not. Yeah.
yeah, they
He
wanted a hero.
literally-
They got this nigga.
He
He
wanted to be
literally-
Superman, and it's the only
Don't
option
call
they have
him
for
that because he doesn't appreciate it.
He'll be all right.
Ew.
Listen,
So
I
basically-
ain't-
Fucking tall.
So basically, The Rock in the trailer was like, they fucked around and they found out.
I mean, I guess like some guy hit him with an ass, but then he end up like
So-
Wow.
let me rip the veil down real quick. Y'all realize he's just playing his wrestling persona after the Nation of Domination in every movie that he's in. Like that's he's not playing different characters. He's just playing himself on WWE TV in the 90s and early 2000s, except for with a bigger budget. Like that's literally all he's doing. He's not a good actor, but I mean, hey, you know.
Like not in Jumanji, but in everything else, I would say yeah.
In Jumanji, he was playing a face version. Everything else, he's playing the hero.
So
playing level 001. Rock.
I say so. It's what was he doing with Hobbs in Fast and the Furious? Was that one of the Rock personas?
His job was to
100%.
look, his job was to look climbable. That was his job.
Oh my
He's
God.
succeeded.
Facts.
That is it.
Checking the comments over on YouTube. We got Jamaica F. I'm drinking iced coffee and some Jameson cold brew. Cool. Like that one. Genocide Circus. That's all mobile games do. Still fun though. Fun. You have at it. He also says, I saw it for free. I want my money. All right. And, I want my money back. Rick looking more and more like a character selection for Thrill Kill the more y'all talk about Black Adam. Okay. The Suicide Squad movie was good. Lucia 10. I like the first Wonder Woman. It was the only good DC movie. You on that one as far as I'm concerned. And Water Cat from Genocide. WAP, starring Jason Momoa. Wow.
Yeah.
He can get it too.
He 100%.
Y'all just we just need to drop y'all asses all to the Isles of Samoa and let y'all have at it. Just go crazy.
Jason Momoa looks like
Don't tempt me with a good time.
he looks like he smells
saying.
like stinking ass hair. He looks like stinking ass hair. He looks like he smells like stinky ass hair after you've been playing football all day.
You ever seen guys playing
I
I
happy
feel like that's
showers?
hate.
He looks like
That's
them.
strong hateration.
Yeah,
That's
they got
fine.
showers. That's okay.
That's fine. Can't neither one of them niggas whoop me, so it's whatever.
Okay. Genocide. We're checking out the comments over on YouTube. Genocide Circus says, that's like complaining about Will Smith and Ryan Reynolds in any movie. They play themselves. Facts. A lot of actors are going to get out there and they make the roles themselves. But go ahead.
That's true. Ryan Reynolds has played like the same character straight in like the last 10 movies he's been in. So that's true. That's very true.
But
Will Smith has actual writers to come in and rewrite the scripts to sound more Will Smithy.
But also, the more important question is, who the fuck asked you, Horace? Shut up. Moving on.
All right, go ahead, Weekend.
Moving on to sports somewhat. Jack Del Rio, the defensive coordinator for the Washington Commies. I refuse to call them the Commanders.
Did you just say commies?
I did. I call them the commies.
He's been calling them the commies for a while now. He has been doing
it. Anyway, moving on. He says that the insurrection on January 6th was a dust-up. And he also took a lot of shots at Black Lives Matter as well.
And y'all keep trying to get me to support this team? Yeah, okay.
It's hard to...
I've been saying this for years, though. Like when I walked away and I was like, I no longer support this franchise due to the owner. And there's more shit like every single year that comes up about him and like racist things that he says. And it's like people need to open up their ears because it's like this. If you're supporting this team, you're supporting him as an owner. You have to cut your support to their merchandise, to their tickets. And then they will probably be like, you know what, maybe we should like take a harder look at getting this motherfucker out of here. But until then, you're not doing anything but feeding the beast.
The sad part is if he said something like that about LGBTQ people, he'd be out of there.
Cancel immediately. Right.
He'd already be fired.
Pull the Homelander.
My frustration is like, so Jack Del Rio has been this even before he was associated with the Washington Commanders. He's been a right-wing troll for a long time. My frustration is with him, but also with the players who they interview when they asked them directly about his comments. They asked John Allen, who was one of the team captains, and they asked Kendall Fuller, who was also a long tenured player. And they both kind of took the whole "we're riding the fence" type of answer with, you know, I know who Jack is, and I don't think about that. We just here to play football and win games and all this other shit. And like that's the real frustrating part to me is when you don't step up and confront white supremacy where it is. You kind of are given it its leeway. You kind of are giving space to it, and that's the most disappointing part to me. I really wish they would have took that opportunity to confront him and to confront his nonsense. And I mean, yes, the team fined him $100,000 and he got rid of his Twitter, but I mean that's besides the point. Like it really, like it's on the players to confront him and to call him out on his bullshit. You know what I mean? Because we can't just let white supremacy continue to just walk around all willy-nilly like it just cashed his paycheck or some shit. You have to confront it on all levels. I don't give a fuck who it is. Listen. If the principal at the school that I worked at was a white man and he made some weird ass white supremacist comment, I promise you I would be in his face confronting him about the shit that day. I'm not just gonna let it go. I don't give a fuck who's interviewing me, who's talking to me. I will not let white supremacy continue to breathe. I will not give it space. I will not let it flourish when I'm around or when anybody or if it's anywhere near any of my space.
Just a question. Do you think that they may have said all that, voiced their frustration behind the scenes and just didn't do it out in public, or?
Yeah, that's what they all do.
I feel like they trying to protect their bag and they're trying to protect their check, and I understand that. because they don't want to have another situation like Colin Kaepernick where he got blackballed for taking a stance. I really think that's what it is, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's my interpretation of it.
I mean, quite frankly, I don't trust Jonathan Allen to confront anybody about any of that. Jonathan Allen went to Alabama with Nick Saban, who, you know, I'm not getting into that.
Who's the coach last year that got fired after his after his emails came out that he was saying all sorts of like it was like homophobic, racist, sexist. Like he said all the things. And
so you said the right thing. He said the homophobic stuff, and that's probably what got him fired. To be honest with you.
Let me get real quick, Herb. Excuse me. Let me give y'all a little peek behind the curtain. I might ruin it for a lot of people. I might not ruin it for a lot of people. I'm gonna tell you this. Any coach in the NFL right now who is white has said something racist, has said something homophobic, has said something the whole gambit. They've said something completely fucked up behind closed doors. The reason why Dan Snyder hasn't been forced out right now, even though he's about to be because he's costing other owners a lot of money, is because he knows everybody's dirty ass secrets. He's not going to go out quietly. He's not going to go out like a church mouse. He's going to blast everybody's shit if they force him out.
Let's get rid of all of them then.
And listen, I'm right there with you. I hope the shit goes down this ugly. As much as I love football, as much as I love the NFL, listen, I would love to see this massive what's dirigible, like the Hindenburg disaster. That's what it'll be like when the NFL goes down, when they force Dan Snyder out. And
I'm thinking more of a Titanic thing where, like, you know, the last few races will be playing the violins and shit, trying to, like, you know, the racist goes down with the shit.
This is gonna be a massive flaming ball of fire going down.
It is.
It's giving training. It's giving training day. That's what it's giving.
Pretty much. You gonna do this to me?
Me?
That's what it's giving.
I'm putting cases on all of you bitches.
Yeah.
But now, moving on to another news. Rob Walton, part owner of Walmart's, just bought the Broncos. And a lot of memes have been going out there talking about this is going to be a great value team.
Yo, no one cares. Move on. We still got to introduce Teppy.
All right. Yeah. So last but not least, this will be the last episode of Blerds and Whiskey until after HNIC Con. And we have the mochafied mermaid.
Oh boy.
Melanated mochafied merge on. Look, he's gonna say it and then say it wrong.
That is Herb's MO. That's Herb's MO. That's what Herb does. Like he takes the English language and goes wrong.
I go wrong.
That's what Herb does. But welcome to Blerds and Whiskey. You got a whole ass Herb in.
Listen, anyway, what's up, guys? It is at Teffy Wonder here, your wonderful melanated mochafied merge on, kicking it with Blerds and Whiskey. My guys, we've had you over on the show several times. It's nice to be invited over, Negras.
It's a combination of Negroes.
Listen, Negras. What I am saying is, though, make sure, I'm so excited to have you guys come in for HNIC Con. It's finna be a fucking movie. Make sure you guys head over to www.headnerdsincharge.com to get your tickets. If you're gonna be in the Philadelphia area, we're having a comedy show Friday, June 17th, and then June 18th is the actual con itself. We're having Blerds and Whiskey there to be drunk and have shenanigans. We're also going to have Fantastic Frankie, another friend of the show, the Cult 45 podcast boys are going to be coming through, both Brandon and Randy, and we have so many more dope ass performances and guests coming around. If you guys don't know, if you're not familiar with the show, I'm having a poll panel little mini workshop for my babies there, so make sure y'all slide through, and you might want to stick around for the after parties because it's gonna be wild.
Lots of fupas and attitudes.
Can men come
Listen,
to
all the fupa, all the attitude.
Can I come to the pole panel because I want to learn how to get my pole game together?
Wait, you want to learn to do what?
I want to get my pole game together. I got strip teasers I want to give. Goddamn.
You can 1,000.
What's the price of OnlyFans, homie?
$38.50. Get with me.
You know it.
Listen, pole is mostly about confidence. So if you get up there and act like you own it, baby, you half the work is already done for you. I can definitely show you a thing or two. My X stage pole has a weight limit of like 5 something, I believe. So listen, don't be afraid. We get up there. I'll show you some body rolls, baby. Show you wind
Bet that up.
waist.
Bet that up. I'm gonna show them my hoochie daddy shorts for class and nothing else.
Yes, yes.
Wait, with the socks up to the kneecaps? The striped socks too?
Yeah, we're already doing a hoochie daddy damn calendar for them. You gonna do a dance too? Okay.
Listen.
Wait a minute. But this is great though, because
wait.
No, turn your mic off. You've been talking the whole show on our ear. Shut up.
Nigga, you said what? Wait.
Anyway.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Okay, whatever. All right. So speaking of hoochie daddies, you know, the collector of hoochie daddies, or should I say the champion of all hoochie daddies, Miss Lori Harvey, has once again let a good one go. Now that begs the question: Is
first of all,
Michael now a hoochie daddy by association? I don't know, but we'll get there.
You said she let a good one.
Miss Lori Harvey today. How do we feel about this? What are our thoughts? Did she do the right thing in her 25 tender years? Y'all speak on it. Let me know how y'all feel about
We'll let her guess.
We're going to let
first.
the Gasmith Teffy go first.
So I've been defending Lori Harvey to butthurt ashy niggas all week. First of all, we don't know what Michael B. Jordan is actually like in a real relationship. And some of you niggas act like you more hurt because y'all wanted to be with him more than you wanted to be with her. So let's not
see, this is why we need them shots fired. I told you to get the shots fired. We need that right now.
Listen, and Lori Harvey, we don't know, they could be on a break. Maybe people, it's nothing but speculation, but their relationship is their own. And sis have a right to not want to be with your dream nigga. That might not be her dream, and that's cool. So let's not act like she doing something wrong by leaving a relationship that may no longer have served her. And y'all might have it all twisted. Maybe he left. Maybe she didn't have something that he needed. And that just because y'all see him tearing up, getting all glassy-eyed at basketball games, don't mean he not the villain. Fucking crooks cry too. Listen.
Oh, do when they get caught, don't let them get shot.
Exactly.
So, I got to call this comment over on YouTube. Fabulosity85 says, first of all, MJB was the only good one. She is for the streets. She's been acting real community over the past 5 years. Now, if you look at her past relationships, who she got? She's got we know real Future
community because she been seen with a bunch of niggas.
Okay, so
how many of y'all would be real? How many of y'all would be real community if you have back to your catalog?
I mean, I agree. Pull my catalog up. I don't have room to speak. But what I'm saying is,
I mean, for the men, because some of y'all be real community too, but acting like you not.
Well, my whole thing is she's 25 years old. I remember being community in For the Streets when I was 25, number one. So let's just make that very clear, okay? But in fairness, while I was out here in the community, I also was like trying to find something of substance, something that worked for me. Now, I'm not saying she's not doing that, but normally when your father publicly accepts somebody, that does kind of make you be like, okay, well, let me look deeper into this individual. Again, we were not a part of that relationship, so we don't know what happened. We are just speculating, and that is our job, to speculate. So we're going to speculate today.
Maybe the fact that Steve Harvey approved of it is the reason why I was doomed from the beginning.
He never liked anybody.
I'll tell you what.
Who's bringing Future ass home? Let's just be real honest.
Yeah, that part. Who bringing Future home?
Wait. She dated Diddy and his son?
Oh yeah, back to back.
Yeah. Wait, who went first?
I'm sorry. And Diddy's left behind how many broken homes behind him? Didn't he make a whole song saying, "Damn, I wish I'd have married my son's my twin"?
She had the young calf. Then she wanted the old bull.
Oh, Trey Songz, who was locking women in closets and shit like that. Real abusers. Oh yeah, total prize. Total prize.
Well, I think that go ahead.
I was just gonna say my only comment that I have to make about this whole thing was Future was right.
Shit.
She's for the streets. I mean, yeah,
Well,
she's 25.
Future not even for the streets. Future for the highway at this point.
Mayor, right? So he should know who's on the streets and who's not. He been in the streets his whole life. Okay.
Damn, you keep dropping names in the comments. How many more names is there?
Other men raising his kids, but okay. I digress.
I mean, I but I don't think.
Are you mad because she dated all your favorite niggas and not you? Like,
I don't listen to rap. So
why are y'all so worried about who may or may not be going inside this woman's vagina and what she choose to do with it?
So,
Taffy, can I ask you a question though? Like you've been saying you going after these niggas, but the only people so far in the comment section and on this panel that have been saying shit has been Rita and Fabulous. So who's these niggas you talking about?
It's been a long week.
It's been a long week.
It's okay.
I'm over here chilling.
She got time for smoke today. That's what that was. Leave her alone.
You on the Lori Harvey train, just capping niggas left and right. That's all it is.
No, all I'm saying is, if she for the streets, she for the streets. Leave that girl alone.
Right.
Men do it all of the time, and nobody says anything.
Listen, people are literally patting Nick Cannon on the back for having his 17th and 18th baby mamas.
Who's patting him on the back? Okay.
I was about to say I'm not patting that nigga on the back at all.
Like,
I pat him on the back. I might end up pregnant.
I'm saying they out there like yes.
But so
that nigga needs help because he's about to.
niggas.
This nigga Nick Cannon is about to have a whole bunch of maladjusted ass children because it ain't no way he can spend a fair amount of time with all of them goddamn kids. It ain't enough time in the day. So I don't congratulate that nigga at all.
What if he's making a cult?
The Dewey Cox story he was like, I'm gonna play catching my kids. And he had literally enough time to throw the ball once with each kid. That's gonna be Nick Cannon. Assuming that his disease is not taken.
All his baby mamas on a compound or something.
Yeah, he must say like Sister Wives.
So not even on Sister. If y'all actually watch Sister Wives, the dad had a hard time actually taking care of his kids, and they all lived in the same house, and later they all lived like on the same street in the same cul-de-sac. Like so y'all said together.
So y'all said this nigga Nick Cannon is starting a cult of wilding out.
He gonna wild out.
Somebody gotta run Nickelodeon when he leaves.
He gonna buy a neighborhood and put like each family pocket in like a home.
Yo, every new cast member.
All the houses are going to be connected some kind of way, so he can just walk through each home. You know what I mean?
Yo, every new cast member of Wildin' Out, you get your guaranteed contract and a free kid.
Listen, y'all remember those 19
you get a kid, and you get a kid.
Thanks.
That nigga did a commercial with Ryan Reynolds.
That would be awesome.
He gonna put his potential baby mamas in the same neighborhood, you know, just like put them up in houses and just to see how they interact with the family.
So ultimately, and I'll wrap this whole segment up because realistically, the average regular dude does not give a fuck about what's going on in the situation with as far as Lori Harvey. We don't care if she's for the streets. We don't care if she's in the fucking church pews. We're not going to get a chance to talk to her in real life unless we reach a certain level. It does not fucking matter to the average man. What I think a lot of people have to stop doing is associating the thought process of those dudes like a Diddy or a Future or whatever the fuck with regular men, because we don't give a fuck. I did not even know what the fuck she looked like, or at least recognize who she was, because a lot of these video vixen bras all look the same. I didn't know who the fuck she was until I Googled who the fuck she is. So, but I'm saying that, you know, the archetype, video vixen bras, but I'm gonna wrap it up. We don't give a fuck. So speaking of other shit we don't care about this week, we just don't give a fuck. Speaking of other shit we don't care about this week, there is another movie or a slew of movies that are coming out that I don't think that we particularly care about. The first one that comes up is Pinocchio. We've got a live action Pinocchio that they dropped some pictures of Tom Hanks playing Geppetto.
Teaser trailer.
Wait, we care about Pinocchio?
No, we don't.
No, we don't care. We don't care about.
I care about the soundtrack. Cynthia Erivo friend to kill that fucking song.
What's
fame? Yeah, I was on that Pinocchio soundtrack though. That shit was fire.
Wow. So I assume that we all feel the same as far as Pinocchio. I'm not really. My kid is 14. We ain't worried about that shit, even if it is a Disney movie.
Is it a horror movie? Is it an action movie?
No, it's a remake of the Disney Pinocchio.
Oh,
okay, so it is a horror movie. Got it.
And that whale scene is
Age of
kind of fucked
Ultron.
up.
Age of Pinocchio.
All right. In addition to that, anybody else got anything to say about Pinocchio?
No, we don't care. You're right.
Cool.
Moving on.
Bet. All right. Next up is something I think we care even less about. I'd rather go watch Pinocchio than this. Elvis has been in the trailers.
Trying to sell that movie so bad.
Okay, but you know what you should do though? Like, I have one positive thing to say about Elvis because I don't give a fuck about nothing else. Doja Cat has a song.
Yes.
And that shit is fucking fire. She rapped her ass off. Literally.
That Vegas song go hard.
Did she cast it in the movie?
Listen to that song. No. It's a soundtrack. It's a song. I will put that shit in the comments. That's how fucking fire that song is.
Yeah. So Baz Luhrmann, he did Romeo and Juliet. He also did The Great Gatsby and what's the one? Moulin Rouge. So the soundtrack finna be fire. But I said to one of my coworkers, I said, unless they go and put it in the movie where Elvis stole all his best shit from Black people and courted his 14-year-old cousin, I'm not interested in seeing nothing in that movie. Unless they finna tell the truth, they keep it. But I'm getting with that Doja Cat song. That shit is my jam.
That shit is fire. Fire.
I was just about to say that. I was like, I just want to see where they talk about how Elvis stole all his shit from Black people in the ghetto.
See, you missed that. You missed the Thursday meeting because I said that shit in the Thursday meeting. I was like, are they including that? Because if they not, fuck it.
Oh, I think there was a scene where he was in the pulpit at a Black church.
Good excuse.
But you want to know something funny? Here's some irony for your asses. We talking about two movies that we don't give a shit about. What's the common denominator amongst both movies? Can anybody guess?
White people lying.
White people.
Tom Hanks.
Oh.
This is karma. This is karma for putting Chet Hanks on us last fucking summer.
Now that nigga's for the streets.
For putting your bullshit ass son and his stupid ass appropriation of the patois accent.
For the streets, though. That's facts.
So again, karma will always get your ass in the end. And you put a little piece of shit ass son out here in the world, and this is what happens to you, Tom.
Wait, he got another son, Colin, who's like good. They're like good and evil. It's like
he has three sons. One of them is an actor. The other one is a producer.
Yeah, Colin is the actor.
Colin looks smack like his dad too.
Yo, if you ever want to get a grasp of who Colin Hanks is, watch the movie Orange County. That's one of my favorite movies. The movie is fucking hilarious. Like, but the dynamic of Colin Hanks and Jack Black needs to be in every comedy movie from the rest of for the rest of life. Okay, but yeah, so like, you got Colin up here, and then you got Chet all the way down. Chet is like a piece of gum that gets stuck to the bottom of your shoe that you keep trying to scrape off, and the shit won't go no fucking where.
So the third son is just what a pretty nice underachiever. He's
an investment maker. Is that a magic 8-ball?
I had to ask the 8-ball if he was for the streets, and it said I cannot predict now. That's what it said. We'll come back to it.
So, it's funny y'all mentioned about the whole Elvis stealing from Black people, because I did a character of the week segment back for Black History Month about the history of rock music and Black people being appropriate. I did mention about the whole the Elvis stealing from a Black music thing. But speaking of character of the week, let's go ahead and run that footage from this week's character of the week.
Oh, because I need some ice.
Yeah.
Yes, and my vagina is hot. I need to.
Jesus, are we done?
Roll character of the week. Roll it now.
Character of the week. Bonjour. Happy Pride Month, everybody. And today's character week is Jean-Paul Boubier, better known as North Star. He is a mutant, and he is Marvel's first and mainstream comics' first openly gay character. As far as origins go, like I said, he's a mutant, so he's born with his abilities, but his parents were killed at a very young age and he was adopted. He was actually separated from his twin sister who shares the same powers and abilities as he does. He was raised by a aristocratic family. He became a professional skier at a young age, almost Olympic level. And then when his powers started kicking in, he kind of was cheating and became bored. He saw no competition. He joined the military. That didn't work out well due to their barbaric tactic. He was later government issued and sponsored by Canadian government and became a member of Alpha Flight, where then he was reunited with his long lost twin sister, Aurora, North Star and Aurora. Somehow, due to their guest appearance in X-Men, they gained enough fan reaction. Alpha Flight ended up getting their own series. The then president at the time of Marvel Comics, Jim Shooter, so between him and the Comics Code of Authority, John Byrne, who was writing the series, couldn't outwardly say that North Star was gay. So from their early days, it was just hinted, like little subtle things or seeds that were planted. It wasn't even until the 90s where he actually said in Alpha Flight 106 that he was gay. And that's just literally how he just said, oh, I'm gay. And 1992, that was probably one of the highest selling issues of that comic, but it also, like I said, didn't do great numbers as a comic as a whole, so it was kind of like moderate, but that particular issue did really well for them. Garnered a little bit of media attention for them, but mostly it was just, I won't say swept on the radar, but it was kind of just known by then. Fast forward to the year 2000s, he's now the second member of Alpha Flight to join the X-Men, along with Wolverine. Hey, if you can't beat him, join him. He gets married to his partner at the X-Mansion. He's also now a mentor and a teacher to a newer generation of mutants. In fact, there's one mutant who's also openly gay and green, Anoli. He's like a lizard. Anyway, he looks up to North Star as a mentor himself, so representation matters. So again, this is 2002, so it's not like he wasn't met with controversy. There was a right-wing mothers group that was heavily against it, but you know, whatevs. As I mentioned before, he's a mutant, so he's born with these powers and abilities, and he has a twin sister who has similar powers and abilities as him, such as light-based powers, like he can make things bright, can shoot light blasts or emanate light beams. He can travel and move really, really fast. Wrong. North Star. Again, speed, endurance, strength, blah, blah, blah. But anything light-based makes things brighter, hence the name, North Star and Aurora. North Star has been featured in X-Men cartoon in the 90s, so again, being Marvel's first openly gay comic book character, that does put a lot of representation out there for him. Shout out to you, Jean-Paul Boubier, also known as North Star. Wrong, North Star. Back to you guys. Like, share, subscribe.
I mean, you have been all up in the ear space, so you might as well go.
Right. Do you want to be on the show? Is that it, man?
Are we back?
Do you really want to be on the show?
Y'all niggas don't understand.
So you might as well go ahead. You the one who told us to say it. Instead of telling us to say it, just say it to the people yourself.
Hey, y'all, go to HNIC. You can see off-camera guy's face, live and in color.
And he can yell in your ear for a half a fucking hour instead of ours.
I'm sensing some.
Went to the bathroom. I came back and I don't know what the fuck is going on. But
no. Teffy, I'm sorry, real quick. I gotta address Teffy. Teffy, every Sunday, like whenever you watch the show, if you watch it and we all get quiet or we had this blank ass there, it's because we're being fucking reprimanded in our ears by this angry ass nigga that runs the show. Literally every Sunday, it's just y'all motherfuckers need to focus up. Talk about like
promo. Speaking of promos,
random. It really do be random shit. You could be mid-sentence and he started yelling some shit, and now your thought is fucked up because you're trying to like think and speak at the same time. But
it's almost enough to make you want to pull your facial hair out. But if you do happen to pull your facial hair out, make sure you're going over to blerdsandwhiskey.com and check out our sponsor of the show. Oh, I can't see it. The Beard Struggle. Check them out to get all your beard care needs, your washes, your conditioners, your oils, your hot combs, everything you need to make it nice, soft, and fluffy like yours truly. So check them out. Promo code is Blerds1.
Wait, y'all got hot combs?
Oh yeah, we got hot combs. For your beards. So I'm gonna tell you this though, the best thing
the joints they use for your edges.
For niggas who don't eat enough
So
pussy.
it's like an actual cone.
It'll straighten it. I never straighten mine out. But if I break it out, it'll straighten
I'm
mine.
so triggered right now. Like,
If you want to see, I'll
flashback.
do it on the after on our hangover. I'll break out my hot comb and actually straighten it out for you. I'll show you how it goes.
But it's not gonna burn your
Scalp.
forehead like she's thinking, right?
Yeah, no, listen.
I would-
No, you don't leave it on the stove.
Flashbacks. Like I hear sizzling out of nowhere.
I ain't gonna shave and you see scar marks underneath my cheek. No, that's not the junk you leave on the stove on the gas burner.
Real quick before we move into the topics, Trey. Again, the more important question is, who the fuck asked you, Horace?
Y'all realize
Your whole
we have
job
15
is to
minutes
throw
to
out
cover
the
3 topics.
Yes, we always do this because sometimes shit takes over. But yeah, I'm not even y'all see the comments. If you want to join the comments, either Twitch or YouTube is where we're going live. All right, so we had some content this week, which is definitely going to increase as the summer goes along, and we're going to talk about the shows we've been watching, and some of them we like, some of them we don't. First one, I forgot which one should we change the order. First one's up. Got you. Obi-Wan Kenobi episode 4 dropped this week. Firstly, did everybody get a chance to watch it?
Yes.
What is she? Debbie, chill out.
Hey, Debbie, your shirt's green. All we see is more screen. You edit yourself.
If you don't put them light-skinned titties down,
First of all, I know several niggas who like my light-skinned titties, and they appreciate that.
well, after watching this week's episode of fucking HNIC, I also learned that you got giant areolas. So,
So you just telling all my business out here now? Y'all just telling?
I'm just saying,
And you too
your
can
areolas are the
find
size
out
of my
all her
palm.
business if you go on HNIC Patreon and
I don't know. I feel slightly offended for you. What's wrong with that? Like,
I like
I
those
didn't
areolas.
say, listen, I didn't say it was shit wrong with it. I just said I just learned some new information. I don't have a problem with her areolas being the size of my palm. But anyway,
I'm just saying, I can keep my cookie size areolas to myself.
No, but I mean,
next
look,
weekend.
we're on the
He
show.
said no.
wait, hold on. All right, wait a minute, real quick. I'm sorry. So, famous Avon size areola or Panera Bread cookie size areola?
I was thinking
You'll
Subway
never
cookies.
know if you're not nice to me.
We are going to the Patreon after the show. Anyway,
So,
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Trey.
So Obi-Wan, you guys, did you like it?
Are we on nerd shit now? Are we on nerd shit now? Okay. I wasn't aware. Thanks for the memories.
I want a cookie now.
The HNIC effect is in full effect.
Oh yeah, wait. Oh, it's not gonna do it now. Whack.
Thanks for the memories. God damn it.
Fucking just genius.
Obi-Wan.
4th episode. He saves Leia. Sorry to spoil it for you if you haven't watched it. He saves her.
Say about how the show is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I can't get over
shit.
the trotting through, like they're supposed to be escaping for their lives, and I know they got to keep up with this diminutive 10-year-old, but pick her little ass up and run.
So
like,
wait, this was the same 10-year-old that was out running niggas in a forest not 2 episodes ago.
Yes. And they're like,
So,
come here. What are you doing? Where you going? Come here. Don't run away from me. This is the exact
They
speed that
got
we're
a
going.
whole lineup for the Kinkazoid show in the comments. I just want y'all to
Look.
know.
Look, you're not gonna see areolas on Kinkazoid, but we'll definitely talk about areolas because I like.
You might see it on the
I like
3850 show. Just
There
so
you go.
know.
There you go.
I'm just saying.
I have a poll
Susan.
show, cospoll players. We do a virtual poll show. You may see areolas there. Follow at cospoll players.
Listen, we might shoot some Rick Straw OnlyFans content up in fucking HNIC. I don't know. Shit might
You
get
stay
weird.
in your room and your room only. Go
Man,
see him.
nigga in the living room. Anyway, this week's episode of Obi-Wan.
Not the lip.
Nope. Take your ass up to your room.
This week's episode. Hey, listen, we cousins. This week's episode of.
Get in the room.
Poor Cam. Cam
All
looks
the
so
other guys
good right
are
now.
Coming on the nose. This week's episode of Obi-Wan.
I'm getting a room. I call it right now because I'm the one who.
Oh, you coming too, Rita?
Yeah, of course I'm coming.
They didn't tell me you were also coming. I'm so
I
excited.
went a whole year without this shit going up my nose.
Anyway, this week's episode of Obi-Wan. The interrogation scene between Reva and Leia, I that was the part that I enjoyed the most because Reva was giving real Black Mama energy this week. Like she was questioning Leia, and she started out real nice, but then towards the end, it was just like, listen, I done told your little ass, and you keep on trying me, and you about to get this backhand. So I mean, that was the most enjoyable part to me. Also, my coworker, stop talking to me about this goddamn show because you're really blowing me. Like, you keep on talking, Obi-Wan ain't got no powers, though. He does have powers, nigga. He just ain't used them in 10 years. Like, stop talking to me about the shit. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Is your coworker watching the show?
I don't care.
Obi-Wan is giving me, like, you know, the vibes he's giving me is like, I used to be in a senior home and now I got out because I got better. But I don't know what I'm doing. That's the vibes that he's giving me. And I feel like we just need to rehab my man Obi-Wan and we're good. I feel like that's going to happen, you know. But I'm just saying.
We need Obi-Wan to go on Stranger Things and do whatever training they got 11 doing to get his mojo
like he needs
back.
to be in the chamber. Right.
Dear God. Genocide Circus on YouTube says Rick starring in Stranger Change season 3. Jesus Christ.
The plot is I'm dragging my change bag across people's foreheads.
God, why do y'all egg him on? Why do you do this?
Yo, y'all don't understand. These fucking seltzers are hitting me hard.
Yeah, we understand.
Clearly.
So I think that Obi-Wan, it's still dragging on for me. Like I want more in-depth lightsaber fights. I want to see something happen. I
we were gonna see more Anakin.
I mean, he's wearing a suit, I guess.
Okay, but
no, that's not him.
On my motherfucking.
But I say, how much more Anakin do you need? He's got like no arms and legs.
Yeah.
I mean, they made a big deal about Hayden Christensen coming back, so I thought they were gonna like have like, I don't know, some like conversations through the Force, like how they do in.
Hey, Christian, let's catch up. Where you been? Ah, I'm on fire.
I thought they were gonna have some. I honestly thought they were gonna have like some live action Clone Wars or Rebels callback. You know what I mean? Because they like she said, they did hyped the shit out of Hayden Christensen coming back, and so far all we got is him terrorizing the small town and being a white supremacist.
Do you think that they're gonna pull that? Like we're gonna see the full effect of him in the last 2 episodes?
They're probably gonna have a fight where he actually knocks his helmet off and he escapes and he beats him again, and somehow he doesn't find him for the next 20 fucking years. I don't know.
Not
like,
even. It's 9. It's like
James
9 years.
Jones.
9 years.
Like
yeah.
We're not giving James Earl Jones the respect that he deserves because he's still voicing, you know, Vader or whatever, and that Negro is at least 119. He's right up there with Morgan Freeman. So we just got to give him.
They are treating his they are treating his voice with ADR to make it sound like younger.
I was about to say,
they're shout out to him for still mostly sounding the same.
Yeah, because he's 119 years old in real life. So it makes sense that they have to treat his voice.
Right. Now I need to see how old he actually is. He's
the same age as Morgan Freeman. Because they've both been old our whole adult lives. Tell me I'm lying.
Facts.
No, you're true. I saw Morgan Freeman on the Electric Company like back in the 70s, and he still looked like somebody's grown uncle. I was like,
I am the Batman. Okay, all right. So, moving on. Next show on the list, The Boys. So, this show gives me so much life. I love this show without a doubt. So far, episode 4, we got a little closer look into the relationship between Frenchie and the female, and they're kind of queuing things up for something that I think is going to happen later on. I'm trying not to spoil what could possibly be happening.
Just say
no.
And why? I mean,
because
you don't want to be. My whole thing is he's just predicting at this point. He doesn't know for a fact that it's going to happen.
Okay, so I truly feel like.
Sorry, let me say this. I'm saying this as Herb. You don't want the ridicule of being Captain Spoiler is.
How is he a ridicule? Shut up, Herb. Go ahead, Trey.
The difference, never mind. But yeah, so I truly think that they're all going to take the compound B. What's her name? Val or Vicky is somehow going to get in touch with Butcher. They're going to get the full original Compound B, but it's only going to be a little bit that they all share, and we have a big battle at the end. That's what I think is going to happen. But Huey and Butcher, who have the 24 hours, going to mix the compound somehow, and it's going to last long enough for them to fight Homelander. That's what I see happening. But I think that Butcher is going to die, just like in the comics. And yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. What about you guys? Go ahead.
I didn't know you wanted predictions from everybody. I thought you were just giving us yours.
No, just what you thought about the episode.
So in the comics, it is the Butcher who becomes possessed with power, like he gets corrupted with absolute power. Right. Honestly, looking at this, I think the show is going to kind of swerve us a little bit, because if you notice, like, did you see Huey kind of embracing the power and kind of getting very, very possessed with it? I think we're going to get. I think they might like I said. I think they might swerve us, and I think Homelander. Goddamn. I think Mother's Milk and Frenchie might end up having to take out the Butcher and Huey, because Huey embraced that shit a little bit too much quickly.
And the fact that I've only seen the first episode, guys. I've only seen the first episode. The girlfriend and the ex-boyfriend, I feel like that's probably, based. I agree with you there.
When you have somebody like Homelander statue just sitting there talking to you any old way and shit, and there's nothing you can do about it, you're gonna.
It was the sign of the cast to set him off, because he had to keep looking at that shit.
Wait, I've only seen the first episode of this new season.
God damn it, Teffy.
We are 4 episodes in.
You know what, Teffy? You're going to have to start watching it. You gave me shit. You gave me shit on your show because I didn't watch Low Down Dirty Shame, and I'm calling you out. Calling you about it.
I didn't.
God damn it. I got my black card, God damn it.
I was the only person.
You should have backed me up then. You should have backed me up when I said I hadn't seen it.
She saw the ass of the youth.
Did I not also lay my sins bare about some things I haven't seen? Did I not also lay my sins bare? Is that what we're doing right now?
On a lower viewed show. That's what you did. You can't clean when y'all ain't doing your main show. And Rita, I don't care. I still gonna drink. Don't care. I'm still gonna drink my Schweppes.
So listen, real quick. I'm gonna say this. I just have to put this. I have to say this. Next Saturday at our fucking Airbnb. I mean, this coming Saturday at our Airbnb is gonna be fucking wild. like just between when we had Colt 45 on and now Teffy being on, like all of us is gonna be in the same space for an extended period of time. Like this shit is gonna be wild as fuck, and I'm not filming nothing.
I'm gonna be cute though.
All right, so
this nigga here.
Yes, that's what you should. Last topic before we close out. Miss Marvel dropped this week. Of course, I watched it.
It was so cute.
I honestly, I think everybody here watched it except for one, and I just want to have her opinion.
I watched it.
Oh, okay.
Here it comes.
Because I watched it.
I want Rita to go first on this.
Yes.
Yeah. Go, please go.
It's giving 2020 before COVID vibes from 12-year-olds. And I understand why it's giving that, because we're talking about a 14, 15-year-old at max.
She's 16.
She's 16, but yeah.
Whatever. She's still an adolescent. She's still an adolescent. It doesn't matter.
Shit. Oh shit.
The show is giving me, I got my period yesterday and I don't know what to do with it. And it should give me that, because we're talking about a child, right?
Mm-hmm.
And normally I would be here for it if I was like 10 years younger. But because I'm not 10 years younger, this is not my shit. And I will only watch it henceforth and forevermore if I am forced by one of my adolescents to watch it. Outside of that, no thank you.
So the first episode wasn't enough. The first episode wasn't enough to sell you on the show.
No, and I knew it wasn't, but I watched it anyway in spite of you, because I knew you was going to try and call me out.
I literally said I wanted to hear your opinion, but that's fine. You can take it as shade, don't matter. But I'm intrigued from the nerd portion of things.
Shade. It was like
it's cool. Here's an umbrella. I don't care. So here's the umbrella. Open it up. There you go.
Now
All the
that
shades
was
you need.
still on 100% shady
Yes,
right
it was.
there.
It was. It was. And I still love you though.
So
I still love you though. So
Did it
I'm
get cloudy in
intrigued
here, or is it
because
just me?
it's cool. Yes, we do this all the time. I love her to death. But
Shade is
yeah, so from
He has
the nerd, for those of you that have not watched Miss Marvel, it's only one episode out. I'm not going to go into full detail, but they did change her power set. We knew that was going to happen, but how it happened has me intrigued. I'm curious to see if this is another celestial artifact that's coming possibly from the Kree or from the Eternals. Celestials, the Inhumans, yes. Yeah, because they still intersect. The Celestials, Eternals, and the Humans all still intersect in the MCU. In the Marvel comics,
Trey make you watch this?
No, I watched it on my own. Why would my son watch this? He literally would be like, "Dad, what the fuck?"
He's in the same age bracket as Kamala.
He would look at this because
just
she's not.
saying.
Honestly, I will ask little Trey, but she's not his demographic as far as Marvel comics at all. He's an Incredible Hulk fan. Like
my
he's
son
me.
is 7. He actually loves Captain Marvel, and he loved this. He was so into it. So
yeah.
No, little Trey looked at the fight at Endgame between her and Thanos. It's like, what the fuck? She's not that fucking strong. Get the fuck out of here. We were in the theater, and those are my son's words. I was never proud.
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in you as a father for not like backing her up. Like she's a badass.
She's not this strong to. Okay, all right. See, you about to.
Canonically,
Captain Marvel is not. No. I don't care what anybody says. Canonically on MCU, she's not as strong as Thanos. No, she's not.
He ain't got to be as strong as a nigga to punch him in the face.
To take a headbutt from him, yes, you got to be stronger than him to take a headbutt from him. There's no. We're
I
not
have punched a couple of niggas in my face in my life.
But you ain't taking no headbutts now, are you?
So Rita, is that an invite to headbutt you?
No,
that didn't make me stronger
no.
than them. That just let them know this bitch is crazy and she will fight me. You know, that's all that was.
As an individual,
I'm not taking a headbutt from nobody. My baby daddy headbutted me by accident one time, and I saw cartoon stars going around my head.
There you go.
Like off Bugs Bunny.
the nigga took out the Hulk. The Incredible Hulk. Like, it's not, there's no way. No, there's no way.
Bitch ass up. That's what that was. He didn't take out shit. In the movie, he had that bitch assness up in
the comics. In the comics,
I'm talking about
Thanos.
I'm talking about the movie because that's what we were talking about.
But even in the movies,
Stick to what we were talking about. We were talking
even in
about
the movies, even in the movies, he punished the Hulk. So we'll be here all night. All right.
So the most intriguing part of the Miss Marvel show for me was the fact that they alluded to Ant-Man having a podcast, and that's how Kamala Khan has learned most of her information about what happened during the Infinity War, what for us Infinity War and Endgame sequences. So what I need is for Kevin Feige to get out of his bunker right now, and I need the Scott Lang podcast with his co-host Luis, because I need Luis recapping everything at the beginning of the podcast. Like, this is something that I didn't know that I wanted and absolutely desired. Like, I need from the depths of my soul, I pray to you at the altar of Kevin Feige, make this a real fucking. Can you imagine?
You wanted to work congruent with the show.
You need like a companion piece, like a good web series,
like a
Marvel one shot.
Can y'all niggas imagine a 30 to 45 minute podcast of Paul Rudd and Michael Pena in character as Scott Lang and fucking Luis? Nigga, I'm willing to pay $20 a month. I'm willing to pay $20 a month.
You gotta put T.I. in
podcast.
You gotta put T.I. in it.
No, fuck T.I. Fuck T.I.
He was in the movie. He was part of it.
He gotta say expeditiously in each show.
Right. I was about to say that's the only thing. It's like T.I. can come in and say expeditiously at the beginning of the shit. But other than that, like, nigga, Scott Lang and fucking Luis in a podcast, I need that shit for real life. I'll re-download the iHeartRadio app.
Cam to say, so we gotta get a Florida Cam when you done. Go ahead, Cam.
Oh, no. Let Taffy go. I don't think she said anything about Kamala yet. Have you?
No. No. I thought it was really really fun. It is kind of young. Not something that I think I would seek out on my own, except for the fact that I want to be prepared for when the next Marvel movies come out. So Yeah, so I don't necessarily think it's something I would watch on my own outside of, like Rita said, like if my son was like, Mommy, can you put this on? And then I'd be like, okay, yeah, fine, that's fine. But I think it was a really strong outing. As first episodes go, I usually give things like 3 episodes to reel me in, and I was like, oh no. Like it wasn't a bad it's not a bad watch by any means. I love her family. They feel really fleshed out and authentic. I love the vibrancy of the neighborhood. Like it felt like, I mean, I live in Philly, so I could technically go to Jersey City right now, but it felt like I kind of already been there with her, walking through her neighborhood, seeing it through her eyes and everything. Her friends are really, they remind me of like my friends, like in a way. And it was cool because as an adult to see a character whose ethnic parents don't get their interests.
You mean to see a character who you could possibly be their parent due to the age bracket? Because I could have been 21 when I popped her out. So I'm just saying.
Next prop on the show will be an umbrella. I'm telling you.
What I'm saying is,
for me, I feel like people try to act like they don't want to address the fact that that Marvel movies, in fairness, are for our age demographic. Like, because these are comics that came out when we were young, when we were little. And so, like, when these movies come to fruition, people be like, or not people, generation, what is their name?
Miss Marvel.
Them bullshit ass little niggas. Be like, oh, you the old nigga in the theater. First of all, little bitch, I was old when that shit came out. First of all, they made this shit for me, not you. So fuck you and go suck on your mommy's titty.
Well, I mean, it's not that, but I'm like, I could relate to her as a character because I had Black parents who didn't get that I was into rock music and musical theater and other things. So I could, so I could relate to her in that way. I felt like it was cool. But I mean, I get what you're saying too, because the Miss Marvel, I think her first comic came out in like 2005. I was 2014.
Right.
Yeah, I was full grown. I'm okay I was full grown by the time that came out.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. I like her, and I love that we now have like this extra like color to the Marvel rainbow. I'm digging it. I'm all about inclusion.
Representation matters.
So I love everything about it. I'm finna pick up Urdu for no other reason than to scare white folks on the train.
Yeah, I think the one thing that we all were saying, especially like before the show came out, was like, you know, like I said, it came out 2014. Most of us were like well in adulthood when it came out. We knew the show wasn't for us, but I will admit that even as a kid, I probably wouldn't like admit that I liked it. But as an adult who grew up as that kid who was like not understood by their well-intentioned but willfully misunderstood parents. Like I related to a lot, surprisingly, to a show that I'm not in that demographic of. So the kid in me can respect the show. Now, again, I'm not going to like go out of my way and be like, yo, y'all need to watch this show. I'm not going to recommend it to people. But at the same time, we got to remind ourselves that, you know, just because it's not for us doesn't mean it's bad. And some stuff is good for, you know, if it's kids that want to watch it, and there's some girl out there who sees it and be like, yo, that's me. And she, you know, especially like as a fangirl, like cool, because remember the MCU came out in like what 2008. So anybody who's like a kid who's roughly about her age now or close to that age demographic is seeing what it was like to kind of grow up in the Iron Man up until now life. And they didn't have the previous years. They didn't have the X-Men Days of Future Past and X3 and
hopefully they will never.
Evolution.
Hopefully they will never.
So I will admit that I did write it off as a meh whatever show, and I'm not completely like, oh my god, this is a great show, but I'm like, you know what, you get my respect, and that's kind of where I put at it. It gets my respect.
Sure. I mean, to piggyback on what Cam is saying, I do respect the show. Don't get me wrong. I think we all on this panel right now, including OCG, who is probably scared to talk right now because he doesn't want to piss anybody off. I feel like we have all gone through that experience of our parents saying something slick out their mouth because we liked, you know, rock bands, or because we liked country music. I know I used to like country music because we liked, you know, like different demographics that the normal quote unquote Black person wouldn't necessarily respect or be a part of. So I do hear you on that part. And then I had the super strict, what are you wearing? What are you doing? This person needs to go with you. You can't go without my permission. I can relate to that, but no, it's like I will watch it.
Yeah, but you don't owe Kamala Khan like a view just because you can relate to it.
Right. Yeah, I owe her absolutely nothing.
That's fair.
But I will watch it, like you said, because knowing Marvel, it's going to tie into something. So I will watch it for that reason alone, even though I'm just not there in my life cycle, but I will still watch it and I can still relate to it to a degree.
Okay. I made you call me out for being old enough to be her mom. I was like, God,
I'm definitely old enough. My uterus has been working for a long time now, so I definitely am old enough to be her mom.
Shady Brellas coming to blerdsandwhiskey.com. We're gonna have Rita's face on them. Shady Brellas, I'm calling them now. What's that you got there, Rich Strong?
Umbrella Readers.
Oh, this nothing. Just a little something
What's
slight.
that? What's that?
This little champion. This little championship ring. That's all. That's all. Championship ring. That's all.
That doesn't give
slight.
Just a little light jewelry. Just a little light jewelry.
Right.
I mean, you know how big our hands are. You know how big that ring.
You know, when you win championships,
that makes me scared for how big it really is. Because
that's what she said.
Listen, just put it in the context for you. Just look at that. If you know how big my hands are, just put it in the context for you.
You bringing it to HNIC?
Hell no, I ain't taking this to Philly.
I was about to say, do not. Do not.
You gonna get robbed. You in Philly. I got family up there and they will jack you for your shit. I'm just letting you know.
Your family would jack us for our
shit? Not my family. But I've been to Philly enough times to know you might want to keep that shit at home.
Yeah, leave that at home.
My hood pass is good everywhere, but I know when to win and when to not.
I was about to say Rick gonna be just like the father on what's his name? Friday After Next. He's like, this motherfucker stole my shit.
So all right. No. We got a special guest here. We're doing something special this week. So Teffy, if you will, tell everybody where they can find you and also what you're doing this week, just to remind the people who may just be coming in.
Okay, so you can follow me if you like. Well, first of all, I'm gonna plug the network. Make sure you guys like, follow, and subscribe Head Nerds in Charge on all platforms. We go live. You can see me there every Wednesday at a time 8-ish.
Between 8:30 and 9 p.m.
Right. At this right. Listen, we've been so busy. I don't think we've started on time in like a month. But yeah.
A month?
Ever.
Right.
Ever.
Don't laugh like
that. It's been since we kicked the con stuff in the high gear, it's been a minute. But yeah, listen, we'll be on between 8:30 and 9. And we rock until we get tired, till the shit fall off. So make sure you follow us, Head Nerds in Charge, on all platforms. I will drop the link if you guys are going to be in the greater Philadelphia metropolitan area, because that's what it's officially called. Make sure you hit up HNIC Con. Blerds and Whiskey will be there. Our good friends at Cult 45 will be there. We're also going to have musical performances by the Stereo Titans, Crazy 8th Degree. We're also having an anime Sunday. Von Phoenix from Punk Black will be there doing a panel. So make sure that you guys come out and support this Juneteenth weekend. It is a convention for Black content creators by Black content creators. I always say you got to be the change you want to see in the world, and we are definitely fucking doing that. So make sure there's never going to be another first one, so you're going to want to be in the building. If you would like to follow me, I am at Teffy Wonder. I'm most active on my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok.
So. Alrighty.
You're not gonna do it?
I'm not gonna do what? You can follow me on my Facebook fan page, Teffy Wonder the Mocha Mermaid. But please, to those of you who have found me on my personal Facebook page, do not send me personal Facebook requests. I am very boring. All I do is talk about how much I hate my job and how much I love my kid. So
There's nothing wrong with loving your kid because I don't think you realize it or not, but we do have having autistic sons in common.
Oh, yeah.
So absolutely love on that baby all day, every day.
Yeah, but that is my person. I don't know you.
All right, let's get about it. We can herb.
All righty, guys. As always,
I'm still drinking.
Subscribe. Up to it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it because we used to it. Drink motherfucker drink. We'll see you at HNIC Con.
Nigga couldn't even
come
say
to Discord.
Oh,
Come to Discord.
Go to the Discord.
Oh yeah,
Discord.
There's a charge.
Wait, are those the Ciroc spritzers? I'm
Yes.
jealous.
Discord.
I want it.
Discord.
Does Teppy know the Discord?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that technicolor rainbow in between, it's your boy Trey Proper.
It's your boy Big Herb.
And thank you for watching Blerds and Whiskey.
Be sure to like, share, subscribe on all social media platforms.
And check us out on blerdsandwhiskey.com.
Be sure to get that merch.
And come take this shot.